Great Easter weekend. Not too stressed, not doing too much. Been a long time since I've been on made a video. Thought we'd talk about Sebastián Rogers. Disappeared February 25th, 2024, Hendersonville, Tennessee. I was under the watch of his mom there. I know the last video I put out was talking about the possibilities of who or what could have done something, and we've had zero updates at all about this kid since then. I've been to Tennessee a few times searching, been to the neighborhood and talked to some people around there. Not really supposed to come out and name names, I'm not going to. But I can tell you there's a heavy investigation of the police force there. Sumner County Sheriff's Department wants this resolved immediately because of all the bullshit that's surrounding it. All the drama, the court hearings and everything else. But I can tell you that that's part of their investigation into Sebastián. They're looking into, TBI is actually looking into this, that there's one person, a YouTuber, who's been in Tennessee for 3 different missing kids cases and is just demanding to know what's going on in these cases. And one of their questions is, does this person have something to do with these children coming up missing for content purposes? So, and I mean, little short woman, I'll leave it at that. I don't think it's the case at all, but TBI is absolutely investigating that. They're looking for any link to anybody because she's been up there demanding to know what's going on in the cases. She's the only one that's thrown a fit and everything else like has been done. And they have some questions about that. They want to know why that's happening. Her channel was floundering right before he came up missing. She had spinning her wheels, not going anywhere, nothing to talk about. Nothing talked about since then from her, except for Layla Centinelo, Summer Wells, Sebastián Rogers. And I mean, she's down the throat of the government up there, and they're sick of it. They are completely sick of it. Do I think they'll find a connection? No, I don't. I don't think that's got anything to do with it. Don't think Seth's got anything to do with it. Don't think Katie's got anything to do with it. I think there's the FBI profile's out. It's going to be a 35-year-old to 50-year-old male, or 60-year-old male, I'm sorry. Lives alone, frequent to the area, maybe even lives in the neighborhood. Has not been on the radar of the police. Like a Jessica Lunsford type of situation, you know? You know, her abductor took her from across the street from his house, held her alive and captive inside of the house while the police had a command center set up in his front yard. They had even come to that house before they found out she was there, and he killed her. I mean, there's some monsters in the world. Absolutely, no doubt in my mind, Sebastián's ran into a monster. Whether he went outside for something, they don't think he went outside for anything. They think this person accessed the house and took him out. Not like carried him out, you know, but forced him out of the house. Knife, gun, something like that. I mean, come on. He left with no shoes in the middle of the night. There's no trace of him. No trace of him. I mean, the neighbors in the neighborhood there would be a very good suspect. They would have an excuse for their scent to be there. The thing is, Katie Crowfoot was seen on surveillance pulling in the garage that night when they come home from Texas Roadhouse. Car didn't leave until sometime after 6 the next morning. She was riding around looking for him. She's on video stopping and talking to the neighbors, looking for us. She didn't have him in the car at that point. She would not have voluntarily stopped and talked to people in the neighborhood. And she didn't go anywhere the night before. And it wouldn't have made any sense for her to have somebody come to the neighborhood and her walk across the yards to hand him off to somebody. That's just absolutely ridiculous. If she was going to do that, they could have pulled in her driveway. She didn't have to hide it because he wasn't reported missing at that point. It's just it would raise too much suspicion to take somebody out of the house, walk them across barefoot, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 people go on flashlights. Those flashlights, I believe do have something to do with it. I just don't know what everybody's knowledge is into those, how much people know about what those lights were and who they were, what they were doing. It's just the video's not good enough. But I just thought I'd give an update. Pray for Sebastián. It's Easter weekend. I hope everybody has a really good one. Pray for all these missing kids and stuff. I've got this guy that lives in my neighborhood over here now that is definitely on the list to be one of these predators. There's some monsters out there. People hold your kids close. Need to teach them and educate them about these type of things. I mean, you pull up the sex offender registry, and they all look about the same. They're all older men. You don't see any. There might be a couple of women in the bigger cities and stuff. They all look exactly the same here. They're all cringy ass, dingy ass, stinking, predating old men that don't belong to be out here breathing the oxygen that we breathe. They're just stealing it from us. But anyway, that's justice for you, right? Alright, guys. Hope to see you soon. Like, subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.